Yo.
Morning, friend. Morning.
Dude, what did I just watch? What the fuck? What did I just watch? What the fuck? It just keeps getting weirder and weirder.
Boy. Yeah. Hey, hey. There we go. Whoa, back. Yeah. Okay then. Easy. Whoa. Yep. All right, boy. Yeah.
Did you see that clip I sent you? You need to watch it. You'll love it. High Fry. You'll love it. What show?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, it was pretty good. It's worth watching for sure. Apparently it's had a good effect on people.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of people who believe now because of that shit. And that's the whole point, you know. We're trying to get people on board here. Get them up to speed. I don't think people are surprised about this whole thing, because it's like we've been hearing about this forever. It's like the same thing with ghosts. It's like everybody has a ghost story or knows somebody with a ghost story. It's the same thing with UFOs, man. Everyone has a story or knows somebody. It's very common. But I think it's going to be one of those things where people are going to be like, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. That kind of thing, rather than like, oh my god, I'm going to fucking blow my brains out or something. But, I mean, this is what's necessary about that 4-part series is that it has to do with encounters with extraterrestrials. And to me, that's just the surface of the whole thing. Like, yeah, aliens exist. Okay, that's the surface. But beyond that is where it gets fucking scary and weird. And once you go past that point, I don't know, I don't have a better way of saying it other than it's gonna get weird, because then you're gonna start talking about abductions, and then you're gonna talk about like shit in the Bible, and yeah, man, it just there's some baggage that comes with disclosure. Like, it's not all fun and games. It's not like, hey, we're being visited by a different intelligence. It's like, no, we have reason to be worried. That kind of thing.
Whoa.
But what's crazy is that from this point on, we're going to be hearing testimony from people who know, basically. Like, apparently there's like 20 people or something like that who have come forward behind closed doors and talked about, and we're talking about people who have actually touched craft. Like, not just people who have read about it or have seen pictures or have talked to people who have touched it, but like actual first-hand accounts. Like, we're going to be hearing from those people over the next year. So shit's going to get real. like it's already at undeniable proof right now, but like it's gonna be like cold hard fact in the future. What were you gonna say? 4. They cover like some of the best cases though, like the 2 school ones. There's one in Rua, Zimbabwe, and there's one in I think it's like Wells something, Australia, something like that. But that was another. Those are 2 separate school instances where a school was visited and there was contact. And what these kids and adults describe is very similar. And obviously, like Zimbabwe and Australia are 2 separate places on the planet, so it's not like they heard each other's story and were influenced by one another. Like these were 2 separate cases, and that's why they chose these cases, because these people shouldn't be describing the same thing, but they are.
That wasn't so bad, was it?
Yeah. There's a lot of that in this field. There's a lot of like people of the past talking about the exact same thing that we now have video evidence of. So it's important. It's important that people aren't being influenced by other stories.
Wait. Yeah. There we go.
But that clip that I posted in the chat. Wait, did I post it? It's not posted. Yeah. Here, let me see if I can find it in your chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, the naval intelligence officer. This guy only worked on classified stuff. He only worked on classified stuff. And the gimbal video that's now famous, he said he was obsessed with it. Like he kind of got obsessed with watching it. And that, I mean, he claims that he was visited, that they took him out of his own bed, which is what they fucking do. Like, that's the scary part, dude. Is that they literally take people out of their beds. Like, how could you tell people that? You can't. You can't tell people that.
Yep.
So that's one of the reasons why this shit's secret. The reality of the situation, I don't think people can handle. It's like you can tell them aliens exist, but once they find out what they're doing with us, I don't know. I can't see a positive outcome. Like, we're just like animals to them, the way that we treat animals. Like, we get studied and we get tagged just like we do to other animals. But yeah, listening to abduction cases is fucking crazy because you hear enough of them and you start to see a pattern. And again, like what I was saying with the skull cases, like people describe the exact same experience. People who don't know each other, who aren't interested in UFOs, they're just regular ass people living their lives.
Good solid
And
market by the looks of it.
yeah, their stories corroborate, like to a T. So
Get
there's a
fed
pattern
water,
here.
Clive.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
Nice dealing with you.
Yeah.
There was days where I couldn't sleep. Yeah. Yeah, for reals, man. It's like once you learn the truth, it's like Pandora's box. Like you can't close it. You can't close the box. It's been opened. It's like that knowledge is out. You can't unlearn it. So it's like I fucking walk to the bathroom with a flashlight, you know? Like yeah, it's weird. Like these things have full control over us. Like complete control.
How you doing? Haven't received anything from you in a while, Mr. Morgan. I will.
And they're things.
Beautiful.
They're like
we should get top price for this.
biological entities. They're not even like
Hello, Abigail. Sure.
like a human or something like that. They're like a thing.
All right. Let me see. Susan.
People often describe their movement as robotic, like very unnatural moving, and it's because they're manufactured.
This is going in the pot.
They're like a biological robot, but calling them a robot's not accurate. They're AI, so it's like they're capable of making their own decisions and shit like that. But yeah, I don't think they have
Looking pretty well stocked now.
compassion,
Mr. Morgan.
because that would be more like
How are you on space in that bag? of
like
yours, Mr.
a
Morgan?
human trait,
Just let me know
or
if you
like
need me to make you a
you
new
know,
one.
something that grew naturally and evolved in a society. Like think about a robot. A robot could be extremely indifferent to like
That'll
human
do me
life.
nicely.
Like it could be the
Thank you.
ultimate like objective truth, and that could be bad. Like you know, like think of the complex problems where like you could kill 200 people to save 2 million people. Like a robot would have no problem making
Think
that
you're gonna be
decision,
popular after that.
but like a human would be like, no, like all life is valuable.
I'll need you to go find me the right material.
You know,
before I
things
can
like
make
that. My concern is that the planet is heating up and they could care more about the planet than they do about us. That's my concern. Because what if they wipe out like a big chunk of the population?
Hi, Mary Beth.
Like they don't care about us necessarily, but they use the planet too. That's
Guess we'll see
important.
if anyone
We
notices.
share the planet. It's not just us here. And I'm not talking about animals. I'm talking about these things. So we'll know in less than a year. Like in less than a year from right now, we'll know.
If I prick my finger again, I swear I'll just throw this on the fire.
I'm
Hi
happy
there,
to
Arthur.
swap later if you want.
I'm sure Grimshaw would find some problem with that.
Hi, Karen.
But I feel like in
Keeping out of mischief?
well, let's see,
Yes,
23, 24, 25, 26.
unfortunately.
In 4 years
Leave you to it.
is when. Now this is just a guess. This is hearsay, but they're supposed to show up in mass in 4 years. So whether we disclose them or not, in 4 years they're gonna show up. They're gonna unveil themselves. I think. I could be wrong, but I got that from an ex CIA agent. He used to work on crazy stuff, but like he turned down positions because they were classified positions, and he didn't want anything. He didn't want to do with anything classified because like it's a big deal. I mean, obviously, but like if you have a high security clearance, like you're doing lie detector tests, like I forget, like every 2 weeks or something like that, and like to get a high clearance, like they interview your family, your friends,
There you are.
they bug your phone, your house, like it's really invasive
Rest up. I need you strong.
to get that
No
clearance.
problem resting up.
Got some work ahead.
They don't
Alright,
fuck around,
Arthur.
man. Yeah, you're basically just like watched and
Seem to have everything
tagged
well in order here.
by the
Oh,
government
I wouldn't go that
if you
far.
have that level of
That looks
clearance.
pretty good to me.
Sounds good, Mr. Morgan.
So that guy
Drinking
that I was
again
talking
and
about,
the sky's blue.
he said he didn't want any part of that. So everything that he talks about is not classified, and he knows the classified stuff, but he doesn't talk about that stuff. But some of the shit he does say is pretty wild. But he's the one who says 2027 is supposed to be
Hay is for horses.
what he thinks is a mass invasion. That's why we're hearing more and more about disclosure, is because we're on a schedule. Like there's a limited amount of time. So that's why there's movies coming out. There's all these docu-series coming out, and it's to get people up to speed.
Ronnie.
Hello there, Arthur.
Because if they show up, like, I think it would cause mass panic very easily. If people knew nothing about it and these things just show up all over the planet, like, people will freak the fuck out.
You ever wonder if one day
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like we're like the people, just regular people, like we're all completely helpless. Like we have all of our faith in like our military, like our the Department of Defense.
Hello, Arthur.
Like all of our eggs are in one basket.
Is the boy behaving himself?
Like what happens if that doesn't work?
Okay, I'll leave
Well,
you
then
two
I guess
to it
we're
then.
fucking screwed. What's that? Well, I think they're working on lasers, man. I think lasers are going to be the weapon of the future. Like, think about it. We already use lasers for anti-air defense. Like, we could shoot down nukes or like intercontinental ballistic missiles, that kind of stuff. I'm pretty sure we can shoot those down with lasers. So I think it's going to be that kind of defense system.
I was just thinking how Jenny would have liked it here.
She loves to swim.
I know you two were close.
Like plasma lasers or something like that. But this is why shit's so expensive, High Fry. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. Like, not only are we at war with Russia through Ukraine, but we're preparing for this shit.
What are you doing?
And we have been for the last
Prepping for a
70 fucking
I've had a
years,
good
dude.
run of luck recently.
Okay.
Robbed a house up in Roanoke Ridge.
Like, why do you think
robbed a couple of
our
drunken soldiers out near the swamps.
defense budget
What are
is
you
so
about
high?
to do?
Like,
A stage.
quadruple what Russia is,
You want to come with
or
me?
China.
Now, I was
Or why
gonna
do you
ask
think
Sean,
China
but he's too
has
much of a hothead.
triple or
What's the
quadrupled
opportunity?
the last,
A
like,
bank stage.
I don't
And
know,
without
10
much
years or so?
security. This feller was telling me about it a couple of nights ago. And we was
They're
trying.
doing the same thing
It's
we are.
coming right through, and the bank
Trying to
rates and
reverse
cost of
engineer
security ain't
UFOs
worth the
and
risk.
harness
Now,
their
there'll be a couple
technology.
guys, but nothing too serious, and lots of money. Easy money.
Oh, that's
It's a
always
race,
the dream
dude.
of every faith. Easy
Like,
money.
Well, like I
It's
was
a race-
saying, my luck is
It's an
in
arms
that
race
market.
against China and
Well,
Russia and aliens.
Who you taking?
I think
So
we need a girl.
it's
See, I got a plan in mind.
Well, in that case, do
it's
it.
a fucked
Free?
situation that
Got
we're
some
in.
work.
Sure. What kind of work?
I mean, I've
Stagecoach.
heard that we've even worked with those countries
All right, come on.
behind the
Let's
scenes.
mount up.
Okay, follow me. There's a good spot where we should be able to cut it off northwest of Dewberry Creek.
And you're certain this information sound, Bill?
I just hope they know what they're doing, man.
That mess, corn
All of our
off stage, I want to make
lives
sure
are in
we're
their
not
hands.
riding into another army of guards.
and they know this.
Yes, I'm certain.
So what's the plan?
I was thinking a little womanly distraction.
I figured that much. But what's the story? Route, number of guards, you know.
Like, I wouldn't be
important
surprised
details.
if there was a draft
Do exactly what I
in,
say and you'll be fine, all right?
like,
How
right
about we
before
do
this shit goes
exactly
down.
what Tilly
If
said?
that's the
That'd feel
direction
a
that
lot
it's going.
safer.
Because I've done all the groundwork on this. Next time she brings in a lead of her
Like a
own,
global
we'll all
draft or
bow
something?
down, I promise.
I'll remember you said that.
You follow orders, you stay alive. That's what they used to tell me in the army.
That kicked
Yeah.
you out of the army.
They did not.
I beg to differ, Marion.
Have you been going through
Don't
my
matter, man.
You should
I
have
think
left it out.
Can you
if
believe this,
the planet
Morgan?
was under attack,
I don't trust
I
her
think
any
everybody
more
would
than I
step
trust
up.
that Kieran boy. I never have. Running with them
because
Foreman
what's
boys
the
all
other
day.
option?
She could
We
turn on
lose
us
the
any
planet?
minute.
We
Just
all
shut your
die?
mouth or I'll shut it
No.
for you. You have no damn clue.
All right, just take it easy, you two. Get your minds on what matters so we do this right.
Let's cut up through the creek. Come on. Whoa.
Here's what I think's going on.
Easy.
We're trying to figure out the technology behind the UFOs, which, you know, I'm pretty sure we have. It's just really, really expensive to duplicate it.
Passing you.
Okay.
And even still, our version is probably like a shittier version of the real thing. But
You know,
now this
was the
is
spot we first picked
this
out for
is
A dry
the
riverbed?
fringe right here.
Who the
Is
hell
that
suggested that?
Micah, I believe.
there's alien races who don't think that we deserve the technology because it puts them at risk. Like, this technology can take us to neighboring star systems. We could explore the fucking galaxy easily. So these things are from nearby star systems. We're still very feudal and ape-like.
Here we are.
Like we're still underdeveloped. Let's say spiritually. Like, you know,
All
we're
right.
very
So the
feudalistic.
stage should be coming from over there.
What you want me to do?
So
Just act dumb
they
and silly and
could
get
not
things
want
started.
us to have
You
that
know, like you
technology
do.
because
you mean by
it would
that?
then put them at risk. Like,
Come on, don't get
you know,
all precious and
who's to
stuck
say
up
that
on me
we
now.
wouldn't
I don't like your manners,
use
Mr.
these
Williamson. In fact,
UFOs or
you're
whatever
an
to
obnoxious
go to
idiot.
their
What'd you
planet
say
and
to
fuck
me?
them up?
I didn't say
Something like
nothing
that, you know?
to
Like,
you useless half man.
Half man?
I think it's
Half
in
man?
their
What does
interest
that
to
even
keep
mean?
us here on this planet
You started it.
so that we don't expand,
Here's the goddamn stagecoach.
because that's bad news for
Doing
them.
this?
Yes.
That's
Come
what
on, both of you, follow me.
that's as fringe as it goes
There's
with this whole thing. Because obviously, there's no way to prove this. It's just what you hear studying this stuff. But they think that civilizations from the past, like ancient civilizations, have been reset because they were getting too advanced. And that's why there's civilizations that just fucking disappeared without a trace.
It ain't stopping. See if you can get along.
Like, don't you think it's kind of crazy that, like, NASA did that one mission where they sent, like, basically, like a bomb towards a meteor to try to, like, change its course, and it was successful? Like, we're practicing. Because I think an advanced civilization, like I think these aliens would have no problem directing an asteroid towards Earth. I think it'd be really easy to do that because their ships distort gravity, so you can change the direction of a fucking meteorite or an asteroid really easily, and you could just send one hurling towards Earth. Like, who knows? You know, that happened with the dinosaurs. Like, what if they did that? You know, that's just I don't think that's true or anything, but like, it's possible. Like the melting of the ice caps, the end of the ice age, which caused the mass flood across the globe. Like, they could have done that. It's not that unfathomable.
We shouldn't take too long over
And that shit reset humanity for like a long time. Like, it could be every time humanity gets really advanced that these things step in and like resets us. So we'll know if any of this is true in 4 fucking years.
We made a right mess of that.
We stopped it, didn't we?
Yeah, after chasing it all over New Hanover, but God knows who watched. Got it. Right. Let's split up, get the hell out of here.
Okay, but you owe me my cut. Don't think I'll forget.
I know.
That
Go on.
that guy I was telling you about, the ex-CIA guy, he seems to think, now this is his guess, but he has a reason why he thinks this, but he seems to think that Roswell, the crash at Roswell, is when we found out that we have common DNA with these things, which means that they've been using our DNA to like mix with their DNA, like to make, I don't know, like a hybrid or something like that. Like, they could be making better humans. Like, they're not even humans at that point. Like,
Yeah.
half alien, half humans to either like replace us or to put in the mix of the population, like to I forget the word.
Whoa there. Easy.
But they're definitely doing something with our DNA. And not just human DNA either. Like, I mean, think about all the shit they do with cows. These things are fucking advanced, dude. Like, probably like millions of years advanced. Could be billions of years advanced. I don't know. But part of the other fringe is that there are other races of alien that want to help us fight against the bad ones. Like it's in our mutual interest to defeat these guys. Because they could be like a virus, you know? They just go from planet to planet, like, I don't know, maybe taking over or like taking DNA from the planet. I don't know. They're an AI, so they could have gone rogue, you know? Like, we don't know the consequence of AI. Like a sentient fucking AI that can think for itself. Like, we have no idea the consequences of that. Yeah. So, like, I think of it like this. Like, so when you want to discover a new planet, you don't send humans first. You send a robot. And the robot takes in data and all that, and then it brings it back. And that's how things work. So the aliens could be that. The aliens could be the preface to what is to come. So they have masters, but we don't know what they are. We don't know what their motives are.
Hey, you need to stop, friend.
I would hope,
Stop right now.
like above all else, that if you're an advanced civilization, you have worked out that whole like feudalism, ape brain mentality, like apex predator. Like, I would hope that you become so smart that you don't need to do that kind of stuff. But that's just me being hopeful, you know? The reality could be much darker. So I think the government knows this and they're preparing for the worst scenario. Yeah. Gets crazy, man. Gets crazy,
Yeah.
to say the least.
Yep.
But whatever happens, man, I'm just glad I was alive to witness it. Yeah. I'm going to be live streaming fucking when the invasion happens.
Hey there. Moment, please. Yeah. Hey! This is a big mistake. Stop! Or you're dead! Alright, damn it. I don't think I'll go without... Hey, you need to stop. Alright, boy.
There is this one whistleblower, but now keep in mind before I say any of this that this could have just been a random person
No, hold it right there. Maybe I ain't done.
making shit up.
Yeah.
My what's the word? my intuition says that this guy was legit, but still I could be wrong. But this person said that there is a mothership in the ocean where the Bermuda Triangle is. And that's why like ships go missing, planes go missing from that area. Because if something gets too close to it, it zaps it out of existence. So this mothership has the power to delete atoms, like to just like zap things out of existence. Yeah. So that's why there's all this weird shit that happens at the Bermuda Triangle. There's a fucking mothership in the ocean down there. And supposedly from this guy's mouth that they monitor this thing 24 hours and that you can see heat signatures coming from it. So like UFOs come out from this ship and they go do tasks, maybe collect data or collect resources, and then they come back to the mothership. And supposedly the mothership is constantly rebuilding craft, so like things get recycled. So you see one UFO, it comes back, it gets melted down, recycled, and used for the next UFO. And that each UFO is built for a purpose. So if it's to collect resources, it's built to collect resources. If they need to abduct humans, it's built to accompany human abductions. If it needs to transport like other aliens, it's built for that, etc., etc. He said that this thing never leaves the ocean. Sometimes it moves from its location, but not too far. It usually stays in one area. Yeah. But who knows? Who knows? It could be like a hoaxer, but when I was reading, it was a big long thing. When I was reading it, it didn't sound like if somebody hoaxed that whole thing, man, they would have to be really fucking smart, like, to pull off that hoax. You know what I mean? Like, hoaxers don't talk like that, you know? Like, a hoax is pretty easy to tell, usually. But yeah, this guy was like, he was like, pay attention to what I'm saying and recall this information in the future to see if I'm telling the truth. And he was talking about lasers. He was talking about plasma lasers. And he's like, this is the stuff you're going to hear more and more about in the future. So if this person's correct, that's what they're building. They're building a defense system. And it's going to be like lasers and plasma, stuff like that. Dude, I never wanted to own a gun, but I feel like I should. And it's not to protect myself against aliens. It's to protect Yep. It's to protect myself against other people. Because I think if shit really hit the fan, the government is going to go underground and people are going to be left to fend for themselves. Like, there's literally underground bases that connect from state to state, and it can house like millions of people. Like, we're talking like huge statewide long tunnels, like a tunnel system from state to state that was built so that, like, if there was a nuclear fallout or something, the government can go underground and still run the country from underground. But that's only like 1.5 million people, you know. There's 300 and something million people in this country alone. So all those people are going to be just out on the streets, fending for themselves. So stock up on ammo,
Hey, mister.
find a well,
Face looks familiar.
grow food.
Maybe I was mistaken. Don't mind me.
Bye.
Be friends with your neighbors. It's going to be your squad.
I need your money, tough guy. Hey, try nothing dumb. What the hell? Shut up and do what I say.
Hey! Shit! Shit! Damn it all!
Careful, big man.
Shit, bastard!
This never happened. Okay?
You know how we hear about all this shit, Hi Fry? People who work on classified projects get fucking cancer, or they get old and they're about to die and they just fucking let shit go, dude. This is how we find out stuff. Like, I could show you multiple videos of old ass white guys who used to work on these projects spilling the beans, spilling the secrets because they're about to fucking die. Like, some of these guys could barely even talk because they have like some sort of cancer or something. And even that whistleblower that I was talking to you about, the reason why he was saying stuff is because he got kidney failure or something like that, and he only had like X amount of time to live, so he was like, fuck it. So he shared everything he knew. Like, the only people who know everything that's going on are like the highest up in the military that's possible. So like 5-star generals, 4-star generals, people like that. Everybody else, like, even if they worked on a classified project, they only know a small piece of it. Like, everything's stovepipe, so like one person doesn't know everything, and the only people that do are the really higher ups. And those, you know, like, a fucking 5-star general is never gonna come out and spill any secrets, dude. That'll never happen. Like, I want to help. Like, if any of this is true, I want to help. And I took it upon myself to educate myself as much as I possibly can so I can let my circle know, so I can, like, it's possible to figure a lot of this shit out just by research. You have to have a really good sense for bullshit. But, like, once you know the real stuff, like, the bullshit is really easy to spot. Like, once you get an idea of what is really going on, yeah, it gets easier.
Hold up.
But yeah, that's why I started talking about this shit. It's because, like, I feel like people should know what's going on. Because the government's not gonna tell people, because it would cause fucking panic. Either that, or, like, people will be really fucking pissed because the shit that they've been doing to citizens is illegal as fuck. Like, against the Constitution, dude. Like, everything this country stands for. These people, the Black Squad is what I call them. The Black Squad. The black government. The super secret motherfuckers. Like, they threaten people. They threaten the family members of witnesses and people who have had contact experiences. Like, they do everything imaginable to shut people up. Here, I gotta get the door. What's up? I'll be right back in just a minute. Yo.
Damn it! Ah!
But yeah. So basically, the technology that can save the planet is the same technology that can take us off the planet. And it could be that one or a few of these races doesn't want us with that capability. But the technology in these UFOs, it's free energy, dude. Well, almost free energy, but like basically free energy. What's that? Well, oil companies for one. You have to remember that Nikola Tesla was working with he was tapping into free energy. And when he died, I think it was the FBI or something like that came in and took all of his research, all of his papers. And anytime that somebody else has come along and tried to exploit this technology,
Yep.
they've gone missing or have been killed. They get whacked, dude. This is probably like the darkest part of this whole thing. And it's not even like UFO related. Like this is just technology. This is just people finding alternative energy sources, which are free energy sources. Like we could have had cars running on water like a long time ago. It's just that when people get too far with this, they always have untimely deaths. And whoever's behind that is a guess. Is it the oil companies? Is it the energy companies? No idea. But they're so fucking rich that like getting rid of a person is probably no fucking problem.
You better turn
Let's
heel
see
right
about
now. You
this.
hear me?
I'm gonna enjoy robbing.
Like we're 100 years
Hand
behind,
it over.
I'll put a hole in
and
your
people don't even realize that yet. But when they do, they're gonna be pretty pissed because the planet is in peril because of this. We could have had free, clean energy 100 years ago, we are 100 years behind. No joke. There's people alive. I think they're still alive.
Don't make this difficult.
Who
Don't you test me. Never know.
have dead switches. So when they die,
Give me all your money while
this
you're at it.
information will be released to the public
Being clear about this.
across the globe. So people will be able to manufacture their own free energy devices. So like once that is out, it can't be put back in. Like people can't be killed, you know?
Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, like the energy stuff has nothing really to do with UFOs. Like there's been inventions where cars can run on air, water. I think I saw a car. It was a concept car. That was it was a car that ran on water. Bob Lazar freaking his car ran on water. He built it himself. So like the only way to get like to separate hydrogen from oxygen requires a particle accelerator. So yeah, I mean, fucking Bob Lazar built one in his house so that he could, you know,
Okay, boy.
use that to fuel his car. So crazy. And he's not the only motherfucker. You know, he got that from somewhere. It's not like he invented it. But I think that's the future, man. Cars are gonna run on water. It's not like we don't have enough on the planet. Like if we tapped into this free energy, we can desalinate water. We could go to other planets with the UFO technology easily. Yeah. Crazy shit, man.
There we go.
Like, the world would be so fucking crazy if we harnessed UFO technology. Like, being able to travel anywhere around the globe in like seconds. Seconds. It's unfathomable.
For God's sake!
How's about
Like
this,
imagine going to
Leo?
a different country for each meal of the day, and it costs you nothing. Seconds, dude. Scary. Scary technology.
Okay.
Because hypothetically, somebody can put a nuclear bomb, hop in a UFO, travel to another country, drop it off, travel back in the span of seconds, and be undetected, you know? That's why we gotta evolve past this, like, fucking feudalistic mindset. It's the only way we're ever gonna make it to the future.
You, come on. You, sir, are a fish. Whoa, what are you? A sturgeon, perhaps? Yes. Come on, boy. Yeah. Easy there. Yeah. Yeah.
I feel bad for people who have had firsthand experiences because it usually happens at a young age and then it sticks with them the rest of their lives. Like, it's not just it's never just a single occurrence. Like, these things will follow that person throughout their life.
Don't need to get physical with me anymore. All right, let's
It's
just
really fucking
be
crazy.
adults about this.
It's that whole like track and tag type thing, or tag and track type thing.
That'll do a lot of damage.
It's like they're really monitoring us. Right. It's fucking, it's bizarre to think of us as like the cattle. But that's the reality we're living in.
Really, you won't regret it. You will love that, I swear.
I won't ask too many questions about its previous ownership. Okay, boy. Yep.
No, I haven't. Maybe I'll watch some tonight. Oh, nice. Yeah.
Okay then.
Who goes there?
It's me!
Welcome back, Arthur.
That was good. Are we millionaires yet, Mr. Strauss?
Good morning, Arthur.
Bet you never thought you'd end up here, huh?
I didn't know where I'd end up.
Mr. Strauss.
It all counts.
Abigail?
How you feeling? Horrible. Another feeling?
Sure. Might as well make some money off it.
Good job, Mr. Morgan. You know, Arthur, I can always make you a new satchel if you're tight on space.
eggs, but you got chicken shit, you know?
I ain't never eaten chicken shit in all my life. Now, who the hell's been saying that?
Nobody. No one.
I hate always. Okay?
Okay, hey, whatever you say, buddy. Just cheer up, okay? Otherwise I have to kill you.
Well, that's enough for me.
That'll make everyone happy, I'm sure of it.
It makes you feel a bit more like home. Hey, boy. Partner? Say what you want about the people around here. They're friendly. All best now.
So long.
Hey, mister.
Look at all that blood. How disgusting.
Ain't nothing to worry about. Out of the damn way. Let's go, boy. Yeah.
Hey there!
Gentlemen,
Hey now.
this is turning into one of them days. Anyway, all the best to you.
Bye now.
Hello there.
You look like a man on a mission. Yeah. Yeah.
You! Explain yourself in this damage!
It's all good. Calm down.
I just about had enough of you and your shit! Clear
Just oh man. There's a boxing match coming up between some fuckheads, and they have been doing the most to promote this fight. Like one of them has been attacking the other one's fiance non-stop, like every day, posting on Twitter something about his ex or his fiance, and she is now suing him for like stalking or like harassment or something like that, right? Now, the guy who's supposed to box, the girl's fiance, like suing somebody for promoting a fight is like a new low. Like, it's the fight game. Like, there's no, like, all's fair in love and war, right? Like, if you don't want to be in the mix, like, you shouldn't date a fighter. Like, of course you're going to be brought into it. Like, it's a fucking fight. It's not holding hands time. But yeah, there's so much drama with this shit. It's mildly entertaining. I'll admit it. But, yeah. Suing somebody, though, is pretty... It's a scumbag move. Like, she's obviously not really being harassed.
Okay.
This guy's just selling a fight. And it's working. Like, he's generated tons of fucking interest in this fight. So what's funny about this is that, okay, so the girl was a Sports Illustrated model. This girl legit has like been with a lot of guys, and this guy has been using as ammo. All he does is post pictures of her with some new guy. But like, there's tons of them, dude. That's what's the craziest thing about this whole thing, is that like, yeah, he's not making it up. He's just posting what is literally on the internet, you know? Yeah, and it's crazy because it's working. Like, it's getting under his skin, and like, it wouldn't be a surprise if he was doubting or like second guessing marrying this person. Like, she's been with everybody. Everybody, dude. Like, she was one of Leonardo DiCaprio's girls. You know what I mean? Well, apparently a lot of people have. But yeah. It's one of the Paul brothers, you know, Logan Paul. Yeah, it's that guy. Well, no, so Dylan Dennis is the one he's fighting, and Dylan Dennis is the one who's posting all the.
Alright,
Yeah, yeah.
first I
Logan
find
Paul's the
dead,
one who's
then I
engaged
find a
to
stranger
this
here.
Sports Illustrated model or whatever. But damn, dude, it's funny because like there's tons of pictures of her like just with other guys, you know, like doing provocative things, basically. But there's a lot of guys, dude, and it's funny because like it like I said, it's working. Like there's all these memes about her now, and like it's crazy. So like I said, this shit's it's entertaining for what it is. It's like both of them aren't really boxers. Dylan Dennis is a jiu-jitsu guy. He fights MMA. Logan Paul is a fucking WWE wrestler who boxes on the side. So it's a shit fight to begin with. So Dylan Dennis has been selling the fuck out of this fight, and he doesn't even get a cut from the pay-per-view. He has a set purse, you know. His number's set, so he's not getting any cut from the pay-per-view. So Logan Paul should be thanking him for selling the fuck out of this fight, because he's the only one doing it. Like the main event, they're not even the main event. The main event, you haven't heard anything from these guys. Like no one else on this card has been selling this fight more than this guy Dylan Dennis. So he should be thanking him, not fucking suing him. Yeah. And that's the fight game, man. If you can't take what people say about you, if you can't take that on the chin, you're in the wrong fucking game. Like, yeah, it's a low blow to bring wives or family, stuff like that, into a fight, but it's also a fucking fight. Like, it's not happy time. Like, think of the shit that we say, and we're just playing video games.
Hey, Mr. Arthur.
You know?
Why are you always so
Like,
mad?
we're at war.
Crazy.
It's a digital
Let's
war.
shoot
No one's
him.
really
And they
dying.
said I was
But
crazy.
you have to have
I'm not
that
crazy.
mentality,
I'm
that
like you.
mindset. Of like, it's
You beat up
either
the
you
big
or me,
fella.
motherfucker. It ain't gonna be
You once beat
me.
me up.
And
I asked for it.
verbal
You think
is
you're real
part of the
crazy,
fight.
mister?
Like, talking shit
Are
is
you
part of the
really
fight.
calling me crazy?
I fought in a war, mister. I did. Sent me strange,
Like,
seeing all
I
them
think the person who gets
fellas
the
die.
other person to fight
Which war
is
was
the
that
real winner.
exactly?
Like, if you're just using your
A
words
bad one, Mr.
and you
Arthur.
get somebody so angry that they now want to fight you, I think you won. You
Good
know?
wars?
That's how I feel.
I saw terrible things. I ain't been the same since. I get funny. I'll go now. Don't act crazy now.
Oh, shit! You got one chance. You get vicious with me again, it's not gonna end well for you. Christ, I'm liable to get robbed with this much coming in. All right, fine.
So I hit up
Let's move.
I hit up an ex who has my video games.
You stop right where you
Yeah,
are.
you know, when you break up with somebody, you lose stuff
Please, just stop.
like CDs or shirts
You gonna
or
leave this or
video
not?
games in this case.
You won't hear a peep out of me.
But I hit him up. I was like, "Yo,
Stay away from
I'm
me,
getting a
okay?
3DS. Can I get my 3DS games?" And they're like, "Oh, I don't know where those are at. Like, they're probably in storage, etc., etc." That's all fine. But I had said something like, "Yeah, I don't know why I wanted a 3DS so bad. I really wanted a 3DS. Like I get these ideas and I can't let it go. Like when I want something, like I don't stop until I have it, right?" And they had said something like, "Oh, I'm the same way." And they're like, um "Oh, I had just found out recently that I'm autistic." That's what they said. And I was just like, "Holy fuck." I knew there was always something wrong with you. I just could never figure. I just could. That's how I really fucking felt. It's like I fucking knew it. I knew there was something fucking really wrong with you. So yeah, I don't think I'll be getting those games back. I'll get them again. I'll fucking find them on eBay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, man, you're on late. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, man.